What's going on, everyone? This is G. Welcome to Monday Night Madness. So, we do have the chat over here, but it seemed like there was a few before the live started or before I entered the studio. So, we'll just quickly go through. We have Cody, he's in before everyone, even the G Man himself. We have Funkin' Hungry, whoever that is. We have Dexter. How are you, Dexter? We have AJ, JJ, JJJ. We have Roger the Pirate. We have Paul. Was Paul in there? No, Paul was delayed this time. Normally he's the one that's showing himself first. We have Becky as well. Hello, Becky. And we have the man, the myth, the legendary King G. Hello, boys, and any ladies or girls that are watching. I probably prefer ladies, but I guess we won't get into that, will we? Or will we? We'll see, won't we? But yeah, I do have this that I prepared earlier. Sipping tea like Kermit. Uh, the tea shark's hiding a little bit. Tea shark is in there, so you can see him bouncing up and down. I'll get rid of the tea shark. Oh, squeeze out its life juices. Yes, you did, AJ. You did. You did indeed. Now I'll just share this to social media, which I should have done before, but you get that. Probably be sweating a bit after this. It's after when I went live, sat down, put these lights on and all that, started feeling and putting the hat on, the streaming hat, started to feel the juice. So yeah, welcome everyone. How have you been? So obviously this is Monday Night Madness. Let's see how mad we get. Men and women and very other gender in the mighty chat. That's it. We don't discriminate here. You can be man, woman, or in. I guess. So yeah, there you go. That's it. And yeah, Paul is saying hello to all the. Well, that took a while to pop up. Yeah, hello from Paul. Maybe I should do the stream like this. Hide myself so all the chicks might feel like I'm a handsome bugger, and then all of a sudden they see it, they get scared. Yeah, can you hear me okay? Because I had internet issues before for some reason. I don't know. I guess we won't get into it, but yeah, some reason, well, yeah, I don't know. For some reason, Chrome was stuffing up. It's not loading pages. So luckily, I had a backup plan, and I'm using which I originally used to use, which is I don't know what they call it, Microsoft Edge or whatever. I don't know what they call it these days. Yeah. So how we're liking the? I can hear you, good G. Appreciate that there, Cody. And we have one on the Hypersapien Facebook page. Hello, one person on Hypersapien. And we have people on Funkin' Hungry. So yeah, how are you liking the new little streaming setup? Looks not too bad. That's why I did that bit of a test stream before, just so I kind of have it prepared. The logo is getting covered a little bit in the chat up here, but that's all good. It is what it is. We could turn it off, hide it. Oh, and it's gone. Where'd it go? But yeah. I'm watching G on YouTube on the television. They still do that in televisions. They tell you about the visions. People used to have to go to psychics for that sort of behavior. Now we have the television. It tells us what to do. The right hand. Yeah. Oh, it says backwards again. What the hell? Uh, there you go. Oh no, what's happening? That's, that's some YouTube magic right there. Is this my right hand? I don't even know what's happening. It's good, man, but I don't know about having the chat so large on the side. All right, let's get a vote. You who likes the chat and who doesn't? I mean, it is so I can kind of easily see it. If I go full screen, I can't see the chat unless I have it like this. Yeah, let me know. Let me know in the comments and I can change it if people don't like it. Dexter with his very, in-depth conversation that he normally does with the old high. So AJ likes it, but same here. Using my Chromecast, the old Cody says. On your smart television, eh, there, Roger? Sounds good, G. G is famous. Oh, don't know about that. Maybe a famous plunker. That's better. Now we can see the Joker hat the right way. Yeah, if you didn't say that, I probably wouldn't have noticed. Okay, so let me know. Do you want me to get rid of the chat or keep it? Because I'm about to change it. Otherwise, I'll change it just so people can see, and then it's gone. What did I do earlier? Can do that. So there's a little bit of a color around me. Everyone likes a bit of color. No, it's probably a bit too much. Anyway, enough fooling around. Hello there, Dexter. I'm okay, I guess, I guess I'm still alive and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, hope you're well as well there, Dexter. Paul saying either way is fine. Old chat. Either Star was better. What is happening? What is going on? It's already starting to get a little bit too mad in here. People need to chill out. That's good to hear there, Dexter. Very good to hear. Yeah. Besides, uh, besides my neck being warm, how is everyone? Uh, is AJ's trying to say that's better, I think. I don't know. I think he just likes to see my ugly face closer. Closer the better, they say, right? But yeah. Maybe I'll just do this. I understand, turn it on anyway. Any second now. Maybe we'll just do either is good. Oh, you're making me spend 10 minutes going through and changing stuff and all this and yeah. Now what are we gonna do? That's the end of the show. That's it. Here I am, just chilling on my planet, the Hyper Sapien planet. We still we still drink tea here though in Batman mugs. Mm. If I get more relaxed, I'd be asleep. Yeah, I have that effect on people supposedly. Good night, Australia. Yeah, that's it. I've never really came up with a outro, have I? Maybe I just do what I say in my videos, which is the boring YouTube stuff. Then I guess it doesn't really make sense for the people that are watching from Facebook because you don't really subscribe on Facebook. Yeah. I see someone lurking in the G channel. Who's that lurking in the G channel? Maybe it might be a new follower. If it is, hello and welcome. Hmm, that seems to have got rid of my little caption, as they say, as they call it. There. Feels like I've got the ultimate power being able to play with stuff. It's been a while for me since I've played with stuff. You should say in the outro, catch her in the next one, bye for now. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's kind of catchy, but it might be just because of I don't know. Has a certain sort of memory behind that. Bit of a bad taste in my mouth, and it's not coming from the cup of tea. See, my headphone has issues with music and stuff, but I don't know if I can. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I'll worry about that another day. Excuse me. But yeah, you should be hearing some music, but I can't because I don't know. My headset is apparently crap. Paul's really riding the multiverse right now. The multiverse of madness. Should have got out my should have got my Infinity Gauntlet out because I have to add a couple more people to that, right? I'm pretty sure my gauntlet's full now. Yeah, it pretty much would be full, one on each finger. Our good mate Ron's boyfriend and you know Sponge Bobby Square Knickers. And yeah, there's a couple of others that have been added to that now. Not quite sure who though. I'm sure if you know, you know, and if you don't, you probably know as well. My G spot idea. What's happening? Oh yeah, Paul's just going to tickle the G spot every now and again, just as you do. Just crossing streams like Ghostbusters. We're in the round table of the kings, indeed we are. Maybe I don't know if it's my internet. I did have issues, but yeah, this restream seems a little bit slow tonight. But yeah, it's most likely because I don't know. There was issues with the internet. Now I'm like, oh, what am I gonna do if I can't stream? What am I gonna have to use my phone or what? Yeah, unfortunately for all of you, I was able to make it. So yeah, what are we going to talk about tonight? Are we going to talk about naked aliens? Are we going to talk about the Infinity Gauntlet? Me adding a couple of people to it, but yeah, we'll probably save that for the after dark or whatever. Maybe I'll save that for like Patreon or something, so only people that pay can hear me rant about my Infinity Gauntlet. When you tickle the G spot, You feel happy. You're not the only one. G feels happy as well. Happy's Larry, as they say. Yeah. Why did it have to get warm all of a sudden? It wouldn't have anything to do with these ring lights and stuff. Normally it cools down in the evening. AJ's enjoying the G spot talk. What's up, blood? Yeah. There was a reason that I looked at my phone, but then apparently my memory isn't as good as it used to be. Tried turning the lights off. Oh, the planets the planets going. So the background stays light, but I just look like I'm a ghost now. Oh, I'm the ghost of Christmas past. Oh, some reason the hat's flicking. I reckon the software doesn't know if it's a solid object or it's a part of the background. It's like it's starting to. Oh, it's disappearing. Look at it. If I get it the right angle, it disappears. It's like I've got a billboard on the top of my head. Feeling warm. Either it's the lights or you're blushing, yeah. But the G spot's really starting to get fired up, I reckon. Oh look, now it still doesn't know the lights are on and it's still tripping out. But my headset as well doesn't know what's a solid object and what's a part of the background anymore. Oh, that's quite true there, Roger. I look at the sun and the sun sneezes and then snot goes everywhere. That still works if you're more comfortable. You know, here I am sipping tea like a twat and got lights on, lights on, lights on. See, when I turn off the ring lights, I've still got the ceiling light on, but it doesn't. It just looks like I'm in darkness, basically. So yeah, bloody technology, and you would have thought that you'd be able to get a light or a computer that can, you know, not have to have all these lights on, like I'm bloody lights, camera, action. The sun got G allergies, yeah, it sure does. Can't handle the Hyper Sapien. Sipping tea like, yes, indeed. Ah, I did have stuff to talk about, but I don't know. Everyone talking about G spots and stuff just kind of wiped my memory, like Men in Black, like Will Smith getting rode on by the old Jada. Yeah, it feels weird being back in Microsoft Edge. I guess it had the edge on Chrome tonight, Google Chrome. I guess it had the edge on that. But yeah, yeah. Nightmares have a near G experience. People are coming up with some classics tonight. Good old Roger the Pirate. Yeah. As, as if I don't remember what we were going to talk about. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's Mark's show. I was going to say nothing, but that's Mark's channel. The old Paul normally uses Safari web browser. Might have to give it a try. I was on Microsoft Edge, but then I jumped over to Chrome because I don't know, just wanted to give it a try. StreamYards was having some issues with sound and stuff. But now tonight, when I loaded up Chrome, it loads up, but for some reason, all my pins, my saved tabs, are just they're coming up blank. I don't know, maybe it somehow crashed, or maybe one of the haters are trying to hack into me, one or the other. That's what happens when you flick that little button, the old bean. Yeah, when you touch that yum yum spot, the naughty area. Oh man, yeah, this race stream stuff. It's going to save me a few pennies, so hopefully those pennies will go onto other stuff, which will probably be wasted anyway. And then the old Cody's saying he uses Firefox for almost 20 years, switched over to that from Internet Explorer. Yeah, true. I do know some people like Firefox. I mean, I guess each to their own. I don't know. I've started using Google because a lot of these streaming apps, it links up to your Google account because YouTube is obviously sort of like owned by Google or whatever these days. So using Chrome, I just felt like it was the best way to go because you're using Google accounts. The Google accounts and Gmail is pretty much most of the time is what YouTube is. They kind of try to push you to have a Gmail account these days, and then in Chrome, I can have my different Google accounts attached to different accounts on Chrome. Internet Explorer, yeah, that's going back. Yeah, lots of good memories, hey. Yeah, I'm sure I know what you mean. Certain websites getting a bit of a run for their money. So yeah, maybe I'll just have a bit of a muck around and see which one works best. Yeah, as I say, like Google's never really had issues until tonight. Yeah, don't know what it is. Either way, it had a backup plan and it worked. What was the one that Paul said Safari web browser? Roger the Pirate, he remembers Internet Explorer. Oh yeah, yeah. I guess that's what happens when you go onto those adult websites. The computer gets the virus. Luckily, that you don't get the virus. 'Cause if you done got up to some of that stuff in real life, I'm sure that you'd get a virus. I'm sure Sponge Rob SquarePants knows all about that. Yeah, yeah, maybe from one of those shady ones. They're probably a bit better now, aren't they? We've come a long way when it comes to adult websites. Normally, you can go on there without worrying about, you know, getting a virus or your device getting a virus or, someone on FetLife getting a virus. So AJ's shocked. Maybe you haven't been around long enough, AJ, if you're shocked. Uh, but yeah, back in the day, it used to be bloody easy for the old PC to get a virus. You'd click on something that you're not meant to, and then all of a sudden, before you know it, yeah, that's it. Even before 2000s, it's how prehistoric some of us are. Starting to give the dinosaurs a run for their money. AJJJ, welcome to adulthood, matey. What is happening? Everyone's got jokes tonight. It's making me seem like I'm, unfunny, which is probably the case anyway. Yeah, there's some crackers on here tonight. Literally crackers. I don't think there's any non-white individuals here tonight. Yeah, yeah. NASA is definitely not doing anything when it comes to space, besides giving us some random CGI images and telling us that it's planets and stuff, just so it looks like they're spending their money and stuff. And really, it's all going to the adult websites, the gentleman websites. Oh, damn. Roger the Pirate, he first came across the gentleman websites in the mid 90s. Cody saying good old Windows 98. Yeah, that's it, eh? That's what I had on the old family computer. Indeed, I do remember that. When the monitors used to be like about this chunky, now they're like, but yeah, the monitor used to be able to, if someone was laying down and you didn't like them, used to be able to, you would have been able to drop it on them and end their life. These days, it would just be a minor inconvenience. Probably bust up your monitor more than it would hurt the person. Ah, the old Roger the Pirate was 15 at the time he was. My friend had dared me to do it. I remember some of those days where, and if friends didn't dare you to do it, they would like look it up themselves and they would tell you, "Oh, come and have a look at this," and it'd be like some random, disgusting stuff. Used to be super easy to get. That's probably why viruses happen so much. Excuse me, but it was so easy to get. It's like, I mean, you can still see nudity now, but they used to have, what was that death site where you could look at people dying? I don't know, rotten.com, I think it was. And you could like just go there and there wasn't much censoring going on, and it was pretty easy just to get on there and look at stuff, and you just see some crazy stuff happening. Oh, the old Cody was still a baby then. He was probably still looking up those adult sites though, wasn't he? I remember 20 years ago Googling something like porn XXX pics, then the virus hits you. Then you're like, as probably as it's loading, you're like, oh, it's almost done. It's loading. I can see half a nipple. Oh, yes. Virus pops up and just covers the screen. You're like, oh, God. The old Roger's saying to Cody, you must be in his mid-20s there. Windows 98 was fantastic. It lasted me over 10 years before I switched to Windows 7 in 2010. Well, 29 in another 18 days. Oh, isn't it Roger the Pirate's birthday soon as well? Windows 98 is a good computer, Paul. Happy birthday, yeah, to Cody in 18 days. I'm sure sure we'll speak to him closer to the day. After Windows 98, we upgraded to Windows XP. Yes, we did. Roger the Pirate birthday's in 7 days. Yeah, it's all happening. Paul's laughing at, I'm not quite sure, but some random stuff that one of us has said. I remember the virus, Paul. He remembers it. Maybe Roger was the one that sent it to you, Paul. Maybe he's like, oh, that bloody Paul's trying to look at websites. I'm going to send him a virus. Then you had it sent it to the computer repair shop. Yeah, and then you always used to wonder, like, oh, they're going to find my stash. They're going to find my stash, and you're just wondering what would go through their mind. But then you realize as you get older, they probably got like hard drives full of the stuff. So they're like, oh yeah, probably go through, maybe take what they can of you. and yeah, probably even open it up and laugh and say, "Oh, yeah, amateur." Yeah, Roger's birthday's next week. What is it next week? 27, is it? Yeah. Roger sent me the viruses. Yeah. Yeah, he was going on the website so he can just see who he can send viruses to. Yeah, see, when Paul was a teenager, looking at his websites, Roger was a young adult by then, so he was, sending him all sorts of stuff by then. Hello there, Dylan B. Welcome, and hello, and how are you? Yeah, Paul, the king of YouTube, or Paul, the king of other stuff, Paul, the king of viruses. So the old Cody saying a couple of his friends have birthdays this week, one on Wednesday and the other this Thursday. Met them on G Plus. That would have been a perfect name for the other channel, G Plus. G rated, maybe. Pretty sure we did discuss that once, G rated, but then it would probably, know, some parents like, oh, watch this channel. It says it's G rated, and then hear us talking about viruses a few years back when that was still around. We got people greeting the old mighty legendary Dylan B in the chat. Cody saying Saturday he meant. That's good to hear, Dylan. I'm glad that you're well. Oh, yeah, lots of hellos and greetings and all in between. And somehow I caught up to the chat again. So back when I used to do streaming, it used to take me half an hour to catch up to the chat. But yeah, those days are over, unfortunately, or fortunately. So Dylan's saying that he's going to make a another birthday message for Cody. So that's nice of him. Here we go. Here's a story for us. All buckle in. It's going to be a wild ride. It is Monday Night Madness, and it's definitely starting to get mad. Well, I used to go to this guy's small car repair shop many years ago, and you should have seen what adult posters he had on the wall. And I'm like, I guess you don't get many female customers. Uh, when I get a female customer, he probably says, "Oh, do you need to use the bathroom, the restroom, to fix your makeup or whatever?" "Oh, yeah, you're a lovely bloke. Thank you very much." Gives them the keys and then goes to the peephole. Starts looking. Yeah, that's it. Pretty much typical of mechanics. I swear, sometimes you go to a mechanic, it's like, what, do they work on cars that much that they forget what a female looks like? They need a poster just to remind them. It's like, oh, I've been in here for a year. I'm covered in grease and hairy as. Oh, what's a woman? It's just a faint memory. Oh, that's right. I've got the poster up there. So Dylan's still 100% still friends with Cody. We've been mates for almost 3 years, they have. Well, that's fantastic, isn't it? Hopefully, you have many more years together in the future. Or just imagine the mechanics inside door of the work locker. And he, and he was like 60 years old. Yeah, some of them are the worst. It's like they haven't seen, the JJ, for 20 years, maybe back in his 40s, is like, used to get a bit. Nowadays, it's like, yeah, you just have to look at a little bit of paper with an image on it. I guess if he can still, if there's still rumble in the jungle and, there's a bit of a forecast of showers, I guess he needs a bit of material to, help keep the rain coming, if you know what I'm saying. Oh yeah, pretty sure that dude hasn't seen any of the JJ since exited his mother. Yes, friendship is very important, even though I'm a loner and only hang out with a dog. Well, I guess that's friendship, right? He just leaves hair everywhere, and he did want snacks before, so I gave him a few snacks before I jumped on, and yeah, apparently has kept him quiet, and he is even. I can hear him slightly snoring, if you want to call it that. I think Pumed liked my rainforest analogy. I didn't even know that you I didn't even know you went to Macca's. Did you tell us that before? Why are you going back there? Did you got the munchies again there, Becky? And you've got a which Macca's, Becky? Yeah, they might meet up and give each other viruses. Uh, what was old Roger saying? He was saying that is very true, AJ. True friends will always stand by you. Yeah, and sometimes you find out that some of them are fake, and they end up blowing smoke up people's asses, and go and ask them out or whatever. But we won't get into that. This is G-rated, remember? So we had the old Dylan B saying, "Yeah, hopefully I might make video with him together. I see how I feel." Well, he'll see how he feels. He might say, "Oh yeah, screw Cody. I don't want to make content with him." Bring us back some hash browns. How many hash browns is the correct amount there, AJ? So we do know that you do like to smash some Domino's pizza every now and again. How many hash browns is the go? Yeah, exactly, exactly. Gotta love fake people, not the nearer one getting the 6.50 small quarter pounder meal plus cheeseburger. That's right. They got those 30 days, 30 deals, and yeah, that deal sounds like it's pretty decent. Like a cheeseburger, quarter pounder, and small chips and drink, not too bad. So the old Paul says, McDonald's hash browns are nice, but I always have to add a bit of salt to them. Yeah, um, that's what I've done with Macca's chips. Sometimes they're okay, but I was finding that's why I did like a YouTube short or whatever it was ages ago that get those little salt packets and add some more if you need it. If you're not salty enough like me right now, you might need some more. AJ says seven. That's a pretty good number. Sounds good. Don't be mean to him that way. Who? Cody knows that I'm only joking. We all love Cody here. Yeah, we're not being mean there, Dylan. We're Cody joins these streams most of the time, and he knows that I appreciate him. Yeah, that's it. These days, really, Macca's and stuff is only good value when you get all these app deals and stuff like that. I do kind of like how Macca's compared to Jackers and Clackers, they have that points system. I know good old AJ does like his Jackers, but they have that point system at Macca's. So every time you spend, if you use the app, you get points and then you can get free food with it. I feel like that's a bit of a game changer when it comes to these places. KFC could use a bit of that advice because yeah, their food's getting smaller, but the price is going through the roof. Dylan says that he knows that we're not being mean, so that's good. Yeah, that's it. They just go down so well. Hash browns. And AJ's correct as well. We're all loving here, besides some of the old some of the old garbage that we had to put out recently. Who needs their negativity around? A bunch of old men complaining like grandmas. we're all loving here and supportive of one another. That's it. And it's good to see. Bloody hell, I've done 40 minutes already. What? I feel like I've only just started really chatting to you all. It was me playing around with chat icons and stuff. Anyway, yeah, it's good to see Mark doing more live streams because obviously he has helped a lot of us and used to help some silly old plonker do live streams. And yeah, I'm not talking about me that time. But yeah, also Mrs. Austin is going to start doing live streams. Her smoke break, which she has spoke about for a while, which is going to be awesome to see her and what her and her husband do. And yeah, the old Mikey Prawn, we might see more live stream from him and possibly his brother in the future, which will be good. So what's Dylan saying? He's saying, Roger, some of the other comments been mean to me for many years. I already removed mean comments. Yeah, well, I don't think people will be mean to you here, Dylan. And if they do, just let us know. And there's Paul and Roger and Cody, they're all mods and stuff. And, I'm sure Cody will look after you, if not the other guys for sure. The old Roger the Pirate usually goes for the cornflakes in the morning. Yeah, you can't really go past cornflakes. I've been getting into the protein shakes, and before I did that, I've had those instant packets of oats. Like I had a few different flavors, like vanilla, honey, and berry, or whatever. Because I'm not a huge breakfast person, so if I have to, I don't really like heavy stuff, just stuff that you can do quickly and just get it into you. I mean, if someone put down some like bacon and eggs and stuff in front of me, I wouldn't say no though. Yeah, the muffins are okay, but I just always find I don't know what it is. Macca's muffins are just not as good as if you do like bacon and egg muffins yourself. Like they're okay, they do the job, and I guess if you're hungry and that's kind of all you have, or you're out and about and you just want something quick, but if you just take the time to a few slices of bacon and a couple of eggs and muffins yourself, it just so much better. It just is amazing and must be that like rubbery egg. They do use real eggs, but they kind of steam them, so they that rubbery bloody disc hockey puck that they give you. Yeah, you should try the app out, man. You just have to sign up with email or whatever. And yeah, I think I've got it here. Let's see if so yeah, every purchase you make, you get points, and for 2,500 points, you can have an apple pie, hamburger, McCafe beverage, small soft drink, or apple slice. So pretty much small items. Um, then 5,000 points is McFlurry, large fries, McMuffin, chicken snack wrap, or cheeseburger. And then for 7,500 is a fillet of fish, McChicken, quarter pounder, Big Mac, or classic crispy salad, chicken salad. So yeah, normally sometimes if I just can't be bothered, and I don't really go to Macca's that often unless I'm doing reviews. But I think it was for my birthday. They gave me a free fries, cheeseburger, or a drink for an option, and then I picked up a large fries on the redeem. So, and then I believe I had drinks anyway. So it's like just it gave me just a quick little meal. Because yeah, really, I hate paying full price for cheeseburgers. The cheeseburgers at Macca's are decent, but full price are just a rip off. So get them free and just laughing really. Kellogg's cornflakes, Roger. That is true, Paul. I'm meant to say that is very true, King Mark. Uh, there you go. Uh, AJ's touching on what Dylan said. Yeah, and it is crap that, and I have supported Dylan for quite some time. Like always tried to make sure that I've plugged his channel on here on lives a few times, and that's how some of the people who are on this chat right now know about Dylan, like Roger and stuff like that. And yeah, so I've tried to show that love back, and yeah, it is crap that people getting bullied. But yeah, AJ saying sorry, he experienced that. The world is always, or will always have these types of people, but here I know you're welcome and be treated with dignity and kindness, and that's exactly it. And that's why I love the people in the chat. Like there's only ever been issues if a couple of random just sad you know trolls come in here and try to just talk nonsense. Oh, it looks like I'm actually like a little bit behind the chat now, but yeah, we all love Mrs. Austin and obviously Mark as well. It's great to see them preparing or doing more content now. The chat is going mad tonight. I can't keep up. AJ can't keep up. Here's me blabbering on and like realizing that I mentioned Mrs. Austin like 7 minutes ago. You're very welcome, Dylan B. You're always welcome here. And yes, it's good to know that the guys will look after you, as will I. I like my bowl of just right when I see Mum. I have cornflakes. Nice one there, Cody. I don't mind just right, but yeah, I prefer all bran or and cornflakes. I did get just right once, and it was just right, but yeah. So yeah, not a mean person, mate. I'm usually a nice person. Don't worry about them, mate. Exactly there, Roger. And Dylan B has his cornflakes before. Are made with honey joys. Yeah, just right is good, Cody. And the old Paul saying he agrees. When you make them yourself, you can add. Yeah, that's it, and you don't have to pay like an arm and a leg if you want to have another cheeky couple of slices of bacon. And obviously, it comes hot and just I don't know. Even I find even when the McDonald's muffins are like fresh, like don't taste stale, they still sort of have. Yeah, they're just. It might be the way they toast the machine they toast it. When they toast the buns, they always come out decent, but the muffins. Yeah, there was. I remember there was a story when I worked at Macca's years ago, and there was an old bloke that used to come in, and he wanted his muffin extra. But he wanted it extra, like extra toasted, but the toaster only just you drop them in, and it just slowly goes down. But the way he used to do his is put them like into this little machine and basically, I remember I'd done it more than normal, so I'd done it like the double amount of time, and then must have been a fussy old bugger, and then the person at the front came back like, "Oh, this isn't toasted enough for him," and yeah, then then I basically made it like borderline black, 'cause that was me toasting it more than I did. And then I remember I even asked people like, "Oh, is that too much?" And they're like, "No, it's fine. Give it to him." And then he complained again that it was too overcooked. So then I don't know. The manager huffed and puffed and done it themselves. Oh, I'll do it. I know how he likes it. It's like, yeah, well, man, just talk about special treatment for a bloody English muffin. And he didn't want bacon and cheese or eggs and stuff. He just wanted. I'm pretty sure he put a bit of jam on there. It's it's like, dude, I guess when you get old, you just want to get out the house and chat to people. It's like, dude, just if you're that fussy, just make a bloody English muffin at home with jam. But yeah, I'm a nice person. Paul is a great person, and Cody is awesome, and AJ, and Becky, and G, and Dylan. Exactly. And yes, you are, Roger. Definitely, I agree with what Paul's saying. And he did, didn't he, AJ? He tends to do that, old Roger. shows love to everyone else, but sometimes forgets himself. And Dylan saying he'll always be a great young man as YouTuber and an actor. All the best there, Dylan. And yeah, I agree. AJ, Dylan is a very lovely person. And yeah, since I had been watching Dylan, I had noticed that he seems to be sort of well, very much improving talking in front of the camera and all that stuff. So it's good to see. So Roger's saying he subbed to Dylan and Becky and Cody and Paul and G. Paul doesn't make content from what I know, but you know he's definitely been a big part of Drunken Hungry and stuff for a while now, and that's it, Cody. Yeah, well, I'll definitely be, always plugging other people's channels and any of the admins. They feel free to add your channels or even add Dylan's channel. You know, if Cody wants to chuck up his channel or Dylan's channel in the chat, feel free. And obviously, anyone that is watching that isn't hasn't joined their channels yet, go and show them some love. And hello there, Chriso. How are you? Yeah, yeah, that's fair age. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people like that, and I I am kind of like that in a way. So it sounds funny. Yeah, just one time I made a joke that I don't really like eating on camera or in front of people, and it is kind of true to an extent. But when you like, but when you make a YouTube channel that you have to eat food in front of people, then I guess it sort of is a good way to break some of that, some of that whatever anxiety or whatever you want to call it. Oh, so Roger the Pirate saying we all got talent and something there, Dylan, and I notice your confidence has improved and you explain things better to Dylan, which is great to see. Yeah, and I agree. It's not like your content was bad before, but you can definitely tell that you're starting to, just get used to talking to the camera more. You're explaining sort of, what you're eating or whatever you're doing. I know you don't just do food reviews, but yeah, you kind of notice when someone just is improving, and that's all we can do. We always want to just improve and make better content for people. Yeah, well, that's it. And obviously, if any of us can ever help you out with that, obviously we're all here, and we're all just about building each other up and trying to help each other to, break some of those, I wouldn't really call them fears, but and it's probably not even really anxiety, but just some people for whatever reason don't like certain stuff, and the best way to do it. And the old Paul saying he hates having his photo taken as well. So yeah, and oh, excuse me, and that's part reason that I did want to start doing the hangouts, but not do it. Get on your stream live and make a prat of myself would help. You've already done that, haven't you? But yeah, you're welcome anytime and to do that. But what I was saying is that's part. Well, one reason why I was going to do those sort of hangouts outside of YouTube Live, where we don't like people don't have to worry about having their faces or whatever out. But if we do it through Discord, you can have audio, or you can put like say if you're on your phone or if you're on a computer, you can have your audio or you can have your camera on as well. And if it's just a few of us, you might feel more comfortable. Or even if we do a few of those hangouts and you don't want to do it the first time, second time, or whatever, maybe after a while you might feel comfortable to do so. Otherwise, you can just leave your camera off and just have a chat. And even if you're not that comfortable chatting, you can kind of join. And I did set up a text part. So, if people just wanted to text, but yeah, we'll see how we go with it all. And yeah, it's just a way for everyone to sort of engage and talk without having to jump on like, live or whatever to do so. But until then, you just have to see me acting on a plonker and just trying to keep up with the chat. So the old Dylan is saying, I did a lot of food and drink review, but I'm not doing gaming video anymore because I ran out of idea for gaming videos. That's fair enough. Maybe if maybe if one day there's a new game that comes out that you like, maybe you might get back to it. But yeah, for now, just do whatever you like. I did enjoy your um, Jason David Frank video today. I did like him growing up. I liked the OG Power Rangers, and kind of always liked the Red Power Ranger. I think part reason was because I liked T-Rexes, but then when yeah, Jason came along. I liked his Green Ranger and White Ranger. So yeah, it was a bit of nostalgia, and it was nice of you to sort of, dedicate a video to him. Uh, I mean, I can't really answer on that, but yeah, possibly. Roger saying he was quite the opposite. He used to like having his photo taken. Yeah, I was a lot more enthusiastic about it when I was a kid. I guess I was act like a silly plonker, but these days not so much. I guess I don't know. In my mind, maybe it's a part of getting old as well. It's like you start realizing that you got little lumps, bumps, and all sorts of stuff that you didn't have when you was a kid. Roger liked having his photo taken so he could pull funny faces, and AJ saying he did join, but with the camera on. That's all right, AJ. You would be next to me, so I'm already scary enough, so I don't think anyone could outcompete me when it comes to ugliness. Yes, I think so, AJ, JJ. You must be nervous in front of the camera, are you, Paul? Don't think anyone doubts that. Old little Roger the Pirate would have been a little cheeky devil, and like to get up to a bit of mischief. Dylan says that he always likes being on there because it's really fun. Yeah, I thought it was great as well. It was a really good video. Oh, the old Roger, the old devil himself. Yeah, I was as well. I liked the Pink Power Ranger for different reasons. Yeah, half of it's just me acting a plonker, and half of it's probably not even half of it's true, a little less, but we're all tough on ourselves, so that's kind of it's my weird way to encourage people by putting myself down a bit. It's just what I do, but you know, at the end of the day, you just have to not really care what because as we said before, you're not going to really get people being nasty. The only time you will if random trolls sometimes join. But I've banned a lot of trolls and stuff in the past because at first you let them go for it, and I don't mind if they're giving me shit. But when they start giving like when they start picking on people in the chat, then it starts annoying me. So then that's when I start, banning or whatever. And also that's part reason when I started doing more live streams and kind of because I did a few live streams here and there, but when I tried to make a bit more of a schedule for everyone, I made quite a lot of people admin or whatever mods or whatever. So obviously the mods here are good. So if they obviously see people acting, too bad, no doubt they'll just block them or whatever. Just reading Dylan B's here comment here, which you can see just down there. Yeah, so for anyone that doesn't know, the Jason David Frankie, he played Green Ranger and I know him as Green and White. But if you watch Dylan B's video, he tells you how he was the Red Ranger and also the Black Ranger in different series. But I stopped watching Power Rangers after probably the first film. But yeah, go check it out on Dylan B's channel. The old Roger saying Jason played I guess I don't know what that means. Probably, well, basically played his character well. Yeah, he was probably, to be honest, one of the better actors in there for sure. Yeah, he likes the Pink Ranger. Yeah, that's it. It's some of the stuff I say and do, I don't really kind of feel about myself, but I'm not perfect, and I obviously can be hard on myself sometimes for sure, especially when you're feeling a bit down and depressed and stuff. You start bit of self-hate or whatever, you start just doing that sort of stuff. Oh no, so Becky's back. He said the burger was good, but the fries are cold. That's crap. And yeah, that's the problem with McDonald's. Even when it comes to a $6 meal or whatever it was, when it's cheap, it's like, oh no, I did the hour. What is going on? I need to get to TikTok. But yeah, like with Macca's, it's like $6, and you think, oh, that's a bargain. But if the chips are a little bit, I guess, being a small fries, at least there's not that many to get down your neck. Yeah, so Dylan's explaining to us how Jason David Frank has been a Power Ranger for 30 years. Yeah, so he did his own film as well. What is coming out, White Dragon. Because yeah, just before he did pass away, I did see him updating that quite a bit on social media, Instagram. Yeah, I kind of like martial arts and stuff like that as well in films, and that's kind of probably part reason I enjoyed Power Rangers as well. Like the little fight scenes, and then I kind of like Godzilla and stuff like that. So in Power Rangers, they have the big droids, they call droids, but yeah, they have the big robotic sort of monster fights and stuff as well. So Cody here is saying, speaking of crushes, did you have a crush on any characters from cartoon movies or shows you grew up watching? G. Well, well, yeah. I definitely agree with the other guys that the Pink Ranger, was always nice. Oh, I'm not really sure off the top of the head. Uh, because some females in films and stuff I respected, but didn't necessarily really have a crush on, like Sarah Connor from Terminator and Ripley from Aliens. I wouldn't really say like, they really did it for me as in crush wise, but I did love those characters. Like I just looked at them how you would look at like any sort of hero or main lead character. I just really enjoyed them. Um, yeah, besides the Pink Power Ranger, that's just because it is true. I did like her, but yeah, it's just kind of in my head because the other guys were speaking about it. All right, no worries, AJ. He's stepping away for a bit, but he wants to know when Becky's back with his ashes. Yeah, that's no problem there, Dylan. So the new film coming out is the White Dragon. We're talking about Power Rangers so much that yeah. Jessica Alba is quite nice, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe Buffy a little bit. What's her name? Sarah Michelle Gellar, is that her name? Am I getting that right? But yeah, Buffy I kind of did, but again, that was kind of because I just liked the character a little bit. But yeah, I mean, she's an attractive woman for sure. So there you go. There's another name for you, Cody. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. If any more pop into my head as I go along, I'll let you know. And now I'm trying to read the chat and scroll and like trying to go back in my brain and figure out what films. Oh yeah, yeah. She's not too bad for sure. The old Xena TV series. So old Dylan B is saying he don't have a crush on movie or show, but a celebrity crush on YouTube, which is the Merrill twins. He became a member on her channel. Yeah, that's fair. No hash browns here, sorry. If AJ's listening, don't tell him that no one's got the hash browns for him. Dylan saying his day was fine. He got drama acting Monday, so I still do it for fun. Yeah, caught back up to the chat. Oh, me leaning over like a hunchback of Notre Dame has gave me a little bit of a tight neck. Hmm. Oh, the old Mick on wheels. Yeah, we've got 12 people in the round table of the Hyper Sapien. Everyone's dropped off from the other channels and just on here, which is fine. Might have to crank up the fan a bit more, but let me know if there's too much background noise. It actually sounds more quiet when I turn it up more. I think because the blade's moving faster, so there's less sort of clunky noise to it. Yeah, that's just a couple less than me there, Paul A. Ah, come on, Cody, don't leave us like that. There's got to be someone. There's got to be someone. And now, yeah, now I'm wondering again. I guess it's more later in life, but I'd have to. I want to check her name just so I get it right. See, I wasn't really a kid at the time, but then I guess that doesn't necessarily matter. But you know No, an American Pie. I think her name's Shannon Elizabeth. If I'm Yeah, Shannon Elizabeth. She played Nadia in American Pie. I'm sure some people would understand why my reason is my reasoning. Yeah, we all had at least one crush growing up or as a young adult. Yeah, that would be more the young adult in me. Well, Megan Fox is all right, but I don't know. Don't want to offend anyone, but she's a little bit overrated. Maybe like she looks okay, but her acting is pretty bad. Yeah, I know that Roger. I know what Roger knows what I mean when it comes to American Pie. Or even Stifler's mum, made the old Stifler react a little bit. So Merrill Twins used to hit 6.25 mil subs before because she kept losing subs because some of the other fans doesn't like her anymore or anyone. I still keep in touch with her on her channel. Yeah, exactly, Paul. Exactly. So when a good old Jim was shy and it's like move aside, Jim. If you don't wanna if you don't wanna do, I'm sure most of us would take his place if we could. No, the old Cody saying, nah, nah, nah. Hello there, Princess Catnap. How are you? How's the catnap going? Yes, she's definitely overrated. Feel like sometimes actors just, I don't know, they get put on pedestals when they're not really that great, but just each to their own. When I saw her, she was in that horror film, and I just found her to be pretty boring when it came to acting. Yes, welcome, Princess, or as Roger just upgraded you to the Queen of the Catnaps. But yeah, that's fine, Dylan. You know, pretty much it's safe to say what you want here, but that's fine. Yeah, how was your day there, Princess Catnap? How have you been? We haven't seen you here for a while. Hopefully you've been well. Now we all have to be on our best behaviour and we can't talk about the, most of the nonsense that we've been talking about so far. Yeah. Now I feel like hash brown. No, I don't really. I'm a little bit too warm for maybe a nice ice cream would go down. Or I don't normally do this on a Monday night madness, but I'll be back. Muted it. I'll be back. Uh, Roger's like, next thing we know, G will be back with a rocket launcher. Rocky Road. Yeah, let me know in the chat below what's your favorite ice cream. Rocky Road, the banana ice cream flavor. But yeah, what did I do? What did I get? And say, look, I'm just gonna take this. Yeah, I'm like, don't really feel like food or hot stuff because it's a little bit warm here. But I do still have a couple of these. Well, not anymore after I'll drink them. But yeah, cheers everyone. This is going to be perfect. I don't have ice cream or I guess I could have got a a Water. Yeah, cheers. I'll have a nice cold beer just to cool myself down a little bit. Ice cream with chocolate topping is my way to go. Sounds like a good plan there, Paul. Got to like a bit of topping. Yes, the old Great Northern Brewing Company. Born in Queensland. It's a nice little drop, this one is, for sure. Uh, yeah, that'll help me cool down a little bit, help wet the lips a little bit. So yeah, what are the ladies and the boys saying? The old Cody has a tub of Neapolitan ice cream, he does. Have some pudding and have some chocolate ice cream, Roger reckons. Sounds like a bit of a combo. Ah, oh man, that's already cooling me down a bit. Gonna have to get some more beer sometime. See, I don't drink much, and this is the first time I've drank on a non up late with G. I remember Peter's used to have rainbow flavored ice cream. I don't think they make it anymore. What was rainbow? Was it kind of like the paddle pops? How it was sort of like a caramel flavor? One that's pretty good. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's giving me the burps now. They had that other one. It wasn't Neapolitan, but it had like I don't know if it was honeycomb, but I know they had vanilla and chocolate together. I'm pretty sure they had a third flavor with it though as well, not strawberry. Ah, so the old Cody would have had ice magic. I haven't had that for bloody 10, 15 or more years. Might have to get some ice cream sometime. Maybe maybe have some on a live stream with you. Maybe I'll put out like a bit of a notification or whatever, and I'll say, "Oh, I'm going to do some ice cream. Have some ice cream on this day. If anyone wants to join me, we can all we can all sit around with a bowl of ice cream because yeah, we're that's about as exciting as we get. I remember rainbow ice cream. It was a whole heap of flavors mixed in it. It would look like a rainbow. That sounds alright. That sounds good. Yeah, growing up, Neapolitan was pretty much, one of the flavors that the family would get as we were, kids or whatever. Sometimes choc chip or choc mint or whatever, but most of the time it was the old Neapolitan or sometimes just vanilla. And like you guys are saying, sometimes, you have vanilla, but you have like a sauce with it, chuck on some chocolate sauce or whatever. It's not quite an ice cream, but it's definitely doing the job. The old Becky says peppermint ice cream is good. I mean, these days we're spoilt for choice. We have so many different ice creams and stuff. I'm quite partial to peanut butter and chocolate. There's just, yeah, there's lots of ice cream. I know, who was saying about caramel sometime? I don't know, someone was telling me, I forget. I'm on so many streams and all that stuff, I forget what life is. Yeah, was saying about the caramel ice cream to me. Cody's saying when my brother, sister, and I were kids for our birthday, we would have the good old ice cream cake. Yes, yes, yes. Now you're talking, Becky. Cody loves a bit of the old mint ice cream. Oh, Dylan's going all out. The boysenberry ice cream before, it's so delicious. Boysenberry is a very nice flavour. Raspberry ripple and stuff as well. Yeah, having like a little bit of that sort of sour, sort of citrus, not citrus, ah, that tart sort of flavour that some of the berries have, and then with the ice cream, well, I guess we don't. If that's what you're into there, Becky, then who am I to judge? If that's what you like to do. Now it brings a whole new name, a whole new meaning to Becky's fishing adventures. Sorry. Uh, what about the old ice cream man? And you get the old soft serve ice cream straight from the machine from the ice cream man. That used to go off. Yeah. Also, they used to have all different, ones in packets that you could choose. It just reminded me when Roger said Buffalo Bill ice cream because there is a bubble gum in the nose. Yeah, for sure. As a kid, that's awesome. Yes. The boysenberry. It's not a flavour I'd have regularly, but sort of a little bit more of a newer flavour in compared to the old chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. But yeah, it's lovely. I mean, you can't go past caramel as well. Yeah, that's what's good about vanilla. You can add a sauce to it, like a caramel sauce or a strawberry sauce. So yeah, now we've covered the ice cream. Wonder if AJ found his hash browns. Yeah, that would be. I know we got onto the ice cream talk, but yeah, that's why I got myself a beer because it's pretty much really the only sort of. Well, I do have Pepsi and water and stuff, but Dylan B's not a caramel fan that much. Yeah, they had. Oh, I've got one for everyone. Cookies and cream, like especially like a McFlurry or something with the crushed up biscuits in it. That's so good. Oh, but yeah, a McFlurry or a Storm. I prefer Storm from Jackers these days, but a Storm would go down quite well. I don't really want food, and I only get free delivery if I spend over $20. So I don't really want to spend like $5 on ice cream and then like $6 or whatever on delivery. Anyway, the problem with Golden North ice cream is when it's not on special, it's like $12 for a 2 litre tub. Yeah, it is a little bit pricey, but then if you think you go to like Macca's and like a McFlurry's like almost like about a $5. So if you get like two and a half of them, it still wouldn't be 2 litres worth of ice cream. So But yeah, it's always best to grab stuff when it's on special though. Stock up when it's stuff's on special. Yeah, it can get sickly depending on what caramel I find. Because Cadbury caramel is quite rich and sickly, but then some other caramel, like I'm talking more about chocolate, but even I guess when it comes to sauces, some of them can be quite sweet and sickly. But Dylan had some cookies and cheesecake. Sounds decent. The old McFlurry, I'm guessing Becky means $2 tomorrow. Cookies and cream cheesecake sounds pretty good. Ah, Dylan just reminded me. These days I love my Lotus Biscoff, so I have had Lotus Biscoff cake. I've had technically an ice cream because I've had it in a storm from Jackers. But yeah, I can imagine like a proper Lotus Biscoff ice cream, like with the sauce and the biscuit pieces mixed in would be awesome. Salted caramel, yeah, I don't mind salted caramel for sure. I guess salted caramel, the salt or whatever does help balance out the richness. Salted caramel is nice, yeah. So the old Dylan B had a chocolate mousse cake for his birthday. That sounds nice. So I don't have the desserts or sweets that much, really. Like on the channel, I do chocolate and stuff. So when I do a review, obviously after I've ate the chocolate, then I put it in the fridge, and it's there to pick out like vulture for the next few days or whatever. Or sometimes if I don't really like the chocolate, it might be there for like a week or more. But yeah, I do like most chocolate. It's just there's been a couple that I've done on the channel that have been a bit average. Funny enough, I do have a Kit Kat gooey caramel block out there waiting for me to review, but a few times I'm like, should I do a review or should I just bust it open and eat it? Because yeah, I'm sure it's going to taste like the Kit Kat chunky caramel, and that's awesome. So we went from ice cream now, we're starting to talk about cakes. Okay, let me know. Let me know what your favourite cakes are. I really like a chocolate gatto. I don't know, but yeah, I have had a Lotus Biscoff cake. I had it not the birthday that just went by this year. Last year, I had it was from Woolworths, but it was a Lotus Biscoff cake, and that was bloody amazing. Yeah, I had the Kit Kat Biscoff on the channel before. I did like it, but I just felt like it needed a little bit more Biscoff in there. But yeah, sometimes I just need to be a bit like with my rating and some now. I do so many food reviews. I try not to just say, "Oh yeah, this is amazing, 10 out of 10." I try and like it because it didn't blow me away the amount of Biscoff in it. I did sort of say that I liked it, and I mean when it comes to Kit Kat, pretty much most Kit Kats are awesome. I don't really reckon I've came across many Kit Kats that haven't been nice. I did, however, really rate the Aero Kit Kat, the mint Aero Kit Kat. That was awesome. The Milo one, again, it was okay, but you couldn't really taste the Milo compared to the Nestle chocolate milk chocolate that's normally on a Kit Kat. Oh yeah, trust Becky. Oh no, the cake experts here. You know, the hashies are out, and the cake experts in the house. Yeah, I remember. I'm pretty sure Dylan did a video for his birthday, so I wished him happy birthday then. Some dodgy cake. Oh, nice. Hope your dad has a great birthday there, Paul. Sounds like the strawberry sponge cake is going to go down a treat. Oh, so he's not just the cake expert, he's the cheesecake expert as well. Yeah, good question there, Roger. Good question for a cake expert. Mud cake's pretty good, but I wouldn't say it's like one of my one of the best. But yeah, you can't go past a bit of mud cake though. Yeah, it's a nice big wedge of chocolate when it's a chocolate mud cake. Oh, but you didn't really answer though, AJ. You said cheesecake. We need more. We need more information. Jamaican baked cheesecake, American cheesecake, French cheesecake with cheese. But yeah, cheesecake is awesome, but I don't know. These days, I kind of like the American baked cheesecake. It is a little bit more dense and stuff. You know, cheesecake is nice when it's sort of, a little bit more fluffy or whatever. And but yeah, I don't know. I kind of like the baked one. Did do a Mr. Cheese review a while ago, which was a Japanese cheesecake shop. So I reviewed like a couple of different cake slices, and I didn't eat them all. I did have a try, and they have these little puffs, and they also had cheese and egg tarts. But yeah, I've been meaning to do a cheesecake factory review, but I mean, they have so many different types. Maybe I'll have to look, and if they have anything that I haven't tried, but I do like I reckon strawberry cheesecake is one of the best when it comes to fruits, and I feel like that works one of the best. So Cody's saying I love or I love his. I love my banana flavored sweets and ice cream, so I really like banana cake, even carrot cake too. Yeah, banana cake and carrot cake's pretty good for sure. Banana cake is I feel like it's all good, but with carrot cake you got to have a bit of the icing on it, the bit of the cream. I find just mixes well with it. You know, Dylan's not much of a cheesecake fan. Well, I thought I was the first to say to wish him well on his birthday. I didn't get included in that though. Oh, AJ's coming out with the facts. Any cheesecake is good, but yeah, the baked is the best. I had a Jamaican baked cheesecake as well. That was off tap. That was off the Richter. Fruit, nah, yeah, fruit. So which is the best fruit cheesecake, AJ? Let's hear it. Oh, we're making you hungry, or are we making you function hungry? There's a big difference there. It's the old Dylan B. I hope I might do the cheesecake tasting challenge. Some type of cheesecake is amazing. I never had chocolate mousse cheesecake before. I might give it a try. Yeah, I know that they do like Mars and Snickers cheesecakes. I wouldn't mind having a Lotus Biscoff cheesecake. So if I ever find one, that will be getting a review for sure. Apple crumble cheesecake. The hell? Isn't that two different desserts? Two different, two different whatever. But yeah, those cheesecake places do some crazy ones. I can't even remember what I got when I did that review. I remember a vlogger. I can't remember his name. I think it was SpongeBob Bobby Knickers. His name, who once ate a cheesecake on a live stream. Yeah, and I was gonna try and which just to be honest is just would be way too easy. Yeah, I was gonna get a Sara Lee vanilla or strawberry cheesecake or whatever it was, and I was gonna try and eat it as fast as I can, but it's like I know that I can eat it fast, so it's just getting the cheesecake and having it. Probably do it one day though, even though I'm pretty sure I read that they're going. Don't know if it was bankrupt or their business is just going under. So Dylan might do a cheesecake for an upcoming video. Any pie with apples in it is good. He is a bit of a dame, isn't he? He's like a. But yeah, if someone gets up on the stream, I'll eat the chip. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it, even though I told everyone I was going to do it. Someone's on the panel. I'm going to eat the chip if someone else gets up on there. In the end, bloody needed about 20 people up there to hold your hand. Ah, the naked blogger. That's the one, Roger. Damn, have not had apple pie in ages. Either have I. Apple pie is good, but I reckon I prefer crumble. I feel like, I don't know, the crumble obviously is like just a lot more delicate. The pie crust, I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, someone said, yeah, Paul said any pie with apples in it is good. Tiramisu. Now we're getting fancy. Every time Roger thinks of or sees American Pie, he thinks of a certain person putting his tool in the pie. And I'm not talking about his spoon. Naked pie is the best. Like an apple crumble, but without the crumble. So just apples. Ah, Dylan B might try tiramisu. Hope I might put that in my cooking show on the channel very soon. Well, that sounds very sophisticated there, Dylan. That's the one. Yeah, well, Jim the tall, Jim's tall the Jim. Anyway, what's better than one cold beverage? Two cold beverages. This is pretty much all I've got left. So there's no point just having one when you can have two. Cheers, everyone. Macca's apple pies would be okay if the apple in it wasn't lukewarm. Yeah, it's because sometimes they just don't sell that many, so you could have one that's been sitting there for like 2.5 years, or if for some reason they end up selling them, you might get a fresh one, but it's very rare. Only two. When people was talking about food before, I'm like, oh, I kind of want something, but I'm like, no, I'm already hot enough. I'm not really hungry. Ice cream would have been good, but don't have any, so I have a couple of beers. Bloody Cody's never had tiramisu. I hope I might make it in the future. That'll be good to see, Dylan. The old Cody's loving his Black Forest. Yeah, well, that would be good. That would be good to see there, Dylan, if you decide to do that. Yes, I feel like I feel the same there, Roger. I feel like a lot of us do like cakes and ice cream. And I don't know, maybe one day I'll make a cheesecake on the channel and do a Lotus Biscoff one. And we have the legendary Mark from Mark's Shed Pork in the house. Hello, everyone, coming in late. Been doing demolition on the old car shed and some visitors from down south. No problem at all, Mark. Hopefully, you and everyone is well over that neck of the sheds of the woods. Sounds that way, doesn't it, Roger? Hi there, King of King Mark. Mark's coming. Let's all piss off before you does. Everyone's getting excited that Mark's here. But yeah, like cheesecakes, I don't know. I might do a Lotus Biscoff one day. Just if I make it, I'm going to be the silly plonker that has to eat it after. Which I'm sure if it's Lotus Biscoff, you know, um, I'll probably be able to smash it down. But yeah, maybe I'll do that right now. I'll look at a Lotus Biscoff cheesecake recipe, or I could just buy one. But yeah, oh man, doesn't that look good? That looks awesome. It looks like Lotus Biscoff, easy no bake Lotus Biscoff cheesecake. It looks like a biscuit, like the biscuit Lotus Biscoff biscuit base. Then it's got the cheesecake in the center, and then it looks like some caramel or Biscoff on top. Oh, it's got the old digestive biscuits. It sounds like it's gonna have a lot of stuff in it. Oh man, that's just crazy. Yeah, some would help, and I guess it's not chocolate, so I guess technically you could have a slice. Yeah, Mark is the expert on the rollers. That's it. He likes to roll up a few spliffs every now and again, right? Oh, I mean, king of the rollers. He's king of the rollers. He is. But yeah, I don't know. Might be cool to make one and just maybe make some content out of it. It's been a little while since I've done non-food review related content. Oh man, that looks. I was just scrolling and there's a video of someone putting a fork into a Biscoff cheesecake, and oh man, it looks really good. So what are we going to talk about now? Favorite biscuits? What's everyone's favorite biscuit? I'd say my uh, old school favorite biscuit would have to be the chocolate digestive biscuit. Would have to be the OG one. And now these days it would either be Biscoff or a Tin Tan. But yeah, growing up, I did like the digestive biscuits, and they're kind of like an oat kind of biscuit if you don't know what it is. And then the chocolate digestive is even more luxurious and stuff, like having a bit of chocolate on it. Just chocolate makes most stuff better. Even the neighbour's cat. Oh, nice one. So Dylan saying chocolate ripple biscuits and Tim Tam and Oreo. That's some very good choices there. Oreo is pretty good, but yeah, I'd say Tim Tam has to be one of the best. And then, there's a lot of other nice biscuit. Oh, Monte Carlo, that's Sol's favorite one. Sol loves his Monte Carlos. I haven't gave him one in a while, but back in my days of Mary Jane consumption, I used to sometimes get the old Monte Carlo and ginger nut. That's a bit of a different one there. Yeah, AJ saying that cheesecake non-baked ones are pretty easy. Yeah, funny enough, I am getting it's not a mixer, but it's a blender soon, which I already have some Bullet or whatever it was. But yeah, it would definitely, whatever I'm getting would definitely help grind up some biscuits. And I guess I'm going to need it to incorporate all the stuff together to make the cream, the cheese, or the cake, or whatever. Yeah, being born in England, I basically was raised on biscuits. It's like practically, you know, you can't be British if you don't have tea and biscuits. Well, they definitely helped me cool down a bit. It's good. It's squizzy. Kingston biscuits, they're so good. Dylan does bring up a good point that shapes are technically biscuits as well. Pizza shapes. Good old soul. He's not good. He's got good taste. Yeah. What's your favorite shape flavor? I don't know. For a while there, it was barbecue, but I reckon pizza might be better. But yeah, chicken crimpy are pretty good, and so are nacho. Even a cheese and ham or whatever. Chocolate Tim Tam. Your Mark knows where it's at. The old AJ saying back in the days of the glory days, you'd partake of the green. I'd scoff an entire family cream it sorted. Oh, that's brilliant. And yeah, those family packs. I've been meaning to like stock up on some biscuits, back in the day when you have a biscuit tin and you fill it up. But yeah, instead of I don't have a family, so it'll just be me trying to stop from eating a whole entire family cream sorted to myself. Ah, that is a very good call. Scotch finger is amazing. What about the nice chocolates? The one that say nice and it's just basically got a bit of like sugar on top, like pretty big crystals of sugar. Yeah, I really liked them ones growing up. They're the kind of biscuits that you would get in a family assorted sort of pack. Cheese and bacon. Well, I'm pretty sure I said cheese and hams. Same animal, same magic animal. Shortbread ones are boring. How dare you? How dare you come in there and say that? Depends on the shortbread though. Some shortbread ones can be crap, but I love that really like buttery flavour that decent shortbread has. It's normally more comes from like fresh baked shortbread, not really like ones that are pre-packet. But yeah, yeah, I remember the Kingston. They have the chocolate cream inside. Absolutely awesome. Dylan B says he likes pizza shapes and barbecue. I reckon I'd say they're the two best. And it kind of just depends on what mood you're in, which one you want to go. So it'd be a little bit hard to choose which one is the best. As I said, it just depends on your mood. Barbecue a little bit more sort of spicy, where the pizza has that sort of cheese tomato sort of combination. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Who am I to judge you sitting there and eating? You're kind of a legend in my book, sitting there and eating. Oh, especially when you're on the old MJ. She sure helps make it easy to eat. Just a bunch of biscuits. It's like when sometimes open a bag of chips, like Smith chips, and you go to yourself, oh yeah, I'll just have a few. I mean, sometimes I can have a few, but other times, especially if I'm just sitting chilling, watching a film or whatever, just eating, and you're just watching a film and you're not really concentrating. You're like, oh, these bloody taste amazing. Before you know it, you're like down, and then once you only have a little bit left, it's like I've started. Mama didn't raise no quitter. Oh man, the beer, but like if there's only a little bit left, it's like why not finish them? What's the point of just leaving a handful? So the old Cody, the Aussie Alistair Fambroni saying for shapes as well as pizza, chicken crimpy are decent. Nachos. So yeah, I feel like they're all some pretty good flavors. There's something about the chicken ones. They have a really nice sort of like cracker sort of flavor to them, the actual biscuit itself, and then just that sort of chicken salt or whatever flavor is just awesome. I appreciate that there, Roger, and yeah, it's great to have a chat with everyone tonight. Loving to see the conversation flowing and just having a chat. Oh, AJ saying shortbread good. For some reason, when I read that, it reminded me of like a caveman. Shortbread good, but aren't it shortbread creams amongst all other. I kind of lost it because it didn't really sound like a caveman after a while. But yeah, shortbread good. So as you said to a caveman, oh, would you like our shortbread good? But aren't it shortbread creams amongst all? What about um? What about the Scotch fingers with chocolate on it? That was a bit of a game changer. The Scotch fingers and the chocolate coated ones. I don't know why that came to my head, but you just yeah, they're crazy. Yeah, and the family packs you always get like the average sort of ones. But that's like a box of chocolate as well. You get the really crazy ones, and you try to. I don't know about all of you, but if you have a family assorted chocolates or biscuits, do you eat the best ones first and leave the crap ones to last, or do you eat the crap ones first and leave like the good ones last? So you're going to end the bag or the container on the good ones. Sometimes it's hard not to go past the good ones, and yeah, they always give you less of the good ones. They do that on purpose. Dylan's like, the barbecue shapes is almost like a shapes as a stop sign. That is correct there. A few. Did you just fart? No, no, that's not a fart. That's a queef. Has that nice little soft, like just that air being released. Oh man, what about that hat? Yeah, what about it? What about that hat? What you thought the Irish were done? Scotch finger biscuits. Yeah, what's wrong with Scotch fingers? Or is it like a Scotch fingers biscuits? Yeah, the old mighty James South, the king of the South, is in the house. So you've heard of Kanye West, but have you ever heard of James South? Oh, I better charge better charge the old blower, otherwise I'll get off and well, otherwise I'll get off and wonder why I can't get off. Oh, oops. So what's this talk about the Irish? Who makes better whiskey, Irish or the Scotch? Scotch or the Irish? We all know who makes the best breakfast though, right? The English. Even Sol agrees. I think the old Woof Woof just woke up. He huffed and puffed and both yuck. Both yuck. What? The women, the men, or the country? Where's Mark? You have to. Oh, Miss Scusa, you put up. Where's Mark? You'll have to wait up. You'll have to wait for the next Mark Shed talk for that one. Bloody AJ's already. He's on this channel and he's already like, oh, where's Mark? He's had enough. Back in my day, they had the Decadent brand chopped chip cookies. They were so good. Hmm. Ah, I mean, I'm surprised that no one has actually mentioned them until now. How good is a chopped chip cookie? The best chopped chip cookies, though, are like when they're still either. Do you like are you team hard chopped chip cookie or do you like the soft ones? I prefer the soft one, but both kind of work. But I like that soft one, and when they have nice big chunks of chocolate, and the chocolate kind of still melts a little bit. So as you chew the soft ones, has that little bit of like the chocolate's not like hard as a bullet, not like like some ran along and like took a shit in the cookie batter. You don't want that hard like hard pebbles. Roger the Pirate wouldn't be biased at all. He's half Scottish, though. Scotland makes the best whiskey. Well, I guess I'm half Irish, so I guess Irish make the best whiskey. Yeah, you're not the only one, Dylan. I forgot about chocolate chips as well. So where did that come from? It must have been me talking about saying to AJ as he talked about the women. Yeah, there you go, AJ. Never fear, Mark's always near. He's just lurking in the background. So he's behind there somewhere. I think if you look carefully, you can see him just hiding behind that rock there, just poking his head out, working on his steamroller. Not a Scotch drinker. Too many bad moments when young before I had a taste for it. No, that's fair, man. That's absolutely fair. I'm just being a plonker. Each to their own. Yeah, and besides Liz, besides Liz, I wouldn't call her beautiful. Oh, she's kind of nice. How she looks like the gremlin who has the eyes. I'm just being mean, but yeah, I do agree. I'm not one of those people that don't like certain colors or certain race or certain, I feel like, yeah, the planet's full of beautiful women of all shapes, sizes, colors, and the rest of it. What? Liz? I was gonna, yeah, one day you're gonna, don't you live near to Aussie AJ? You're probably about we know that, they're having relationship issues. It's probably because AJ's is around. Yeah, Dylan B's coming with the jelly is another favorite dessert. That's a good call. Who didn't like jelly and squirty whipped was it canned cream, squirty cream or whatever on top? I thought he was your next door neighbour. That's the impression I had. I don't know. Ask Robbo, the disabled vlogger. He knows a lot about it too, Aussie. Aeroplane jelly. I mean, squirty cream on top. Yeah, you gotta like to squirt your cream on top, right? On top, bottom, all sorts, bosoms everywhere. Yeah, so that used to be the like when you go to parties or your friend's house, jelly with a bit of squirty cream. That used to be the way to go. Or Dylan's coming out with some crackers tonight. Some chocolate milkshake with whipped cream on top. Another good combo is chocolate, hot chocolate with some marshmallows, and then you let them get all gooey, and then maybe you even sprinkle a little bit of. Isn't it Ned Flanders when he's trying to like win over Bart Simpson, and he makes him that hot chocolate, and he puts like marshmallows on it. He puts whipped cream and puts some like chocolate shavings on top, and I'm pretty sure he blowtorches and he like hands it to him or just pushes it. And at first, Bart's like, "Yeah, I'm not going to be tempted by that." And next second, "Yeah, I'm going to be tempted by that," and grabs it and drinks it. Yeah, it's a little bit too warm for hot chocolate now. But I love a bit of squirty cream though, yeah. Squirty cream on top. Yeah, I wonder if anyone has even noticed the difference of this streaming platform. It's probably the same stuff, right? Us sitting here talking about desserts for an hour. Oh man, I've gone for 2 hours now. What's happening? I reckon it's almost time for me to rush off to TikTok. I won't I won't say what I was gonna excuse me, I won't say what I was gonna say. As I said, maybe I will start a Patreon or something like that, and we can have like G Uncut. Maybe we'll call it G Uncut, and maybe it's like OnlyFans, but only G, and yeah, it'll be locked behind a paywall. And if you want to listen to how I really, this is, I mean, this is me. But if you want me to have the non uncut G, I will, you know, go even more out. Everyone is G struggling. Am I struggling? Who doesn't like a squirt of cream there? Of course, that made Cody's ears start twitching. He was probably away from his device, his computer or whatever, and he's like, "Oh no, they're talking about squirty cream." Quickly runs over, gets the old keyboard out, starts typing away. AJ reckons he'd definitely pay for G Uncut. Oh, Everyone who can't handle G Uncut, cover your ears right now. But I was just going to say I've got to quickly rush off to TikTok to chat to some underage girls. But yeah, that's the only one you're going to get for free. All the rest is going to be behind a paywall. But Dylan's coming out with all of the legendary no pay for squirty cream, no squirty squirty. Yeah, so up late with G, I guess gets pretty rowdy, but uncut with G would be like me really messy and just even if I'm sober, I'll just be saying, or actually, yeah, I did. It was really bad because I didn't really try, but I did make a Photoshop. Well, it's not Photoshop technically, but I made an image. I made a meme today. But yeah, maybe you'll get more stuff like that on Uncut with G. Well, I did make the Discord, so it's like only I can invite just who I want in there, and that's going to be the place that everyone can, if maybe I'll call that Uncut with G. I reckon that's kind of a cool idea, but yeah, basically it's kind of like an invite only situation. So I reckon that's a cool idea. Uncut with G. So yeah, if you be i- if you know, you know, and if you want to be a part of this Uncut with G, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, if I'm not bad enough, and if I'm not, you know, if I don't share enough already and say enough controversial stuff, then yeah, Uncut with G will be even worse. And I reckon I might share that meme that I made. We'll save it. We'll save it. We'll save it for now. But yeah, Uncut with G's cat sounds kind of decent. Yeah, back to what we was talking about. Creme brulee is awesome for sure. Even though I don't even know if I've had it in my life, besides like a Macca's bloody pie or whatever it was. There we go. I like the sound of it, G. Yes, and obviously you're gonna be involved in that as well. So you might get some what exclusive content, I guess we'll say, as well as a lot of the other regulars. Even though it's going to be just obviously, yeah, me not holding back, which happens quite a lot anyway. But yeah, a lot of people that are in the Just Rant Already group, and now we have Uncut with G, and basically, yeah, the people that are regulars and can kind of handle me, and we're going to obviously sort of have hangouts outside of YouTube, as I said, which a lot of people is keen for, which is good. Yeah, I'll just sort of, give you a little bit more exclusive content or just exclusive whatever. So yeah, still have ideas in the work, but I've spoke to everyone who sort of wants to be involved in that. So it will actually be next Friday. So I've spoke to you guys a little bit. I'll remind you on like Saturday stream and next Monday stream. But yeah, it'll basically be the first of every month, the first Friday is so far what I'm gonna do. So which is the first is Friday, so it's next Friday. So that will be our first tester to see how Uncut with G goes. And really, it's just people to getting together. We might watch a movie. And what the hell is? Oh, that's Robbo's wank tissue. Oh, I mean, that's I have to say that stuff on Uncut with G. It's just so I can wipe the beer off my whiskers. But yeah, I don't know. Like, obviously, not everyone's going to be able to attend, and people get busy. But yeah, next Friday we'll test it out, and we'll have a little bit of a hangout. And if a few of us are able to attend, we might watch Spaceballs together as a group. And obviously, we can pause it if we want. If people, it's not that serious. It's not like we're going to be sitting in a cinema and like, like like the librarian in Ghostbusters. But yeah, we'll watch it. We'll have a laugh. If people want drinks, they can have drinks. If you don't drink, you can have a cup of tea. If you don't have a cup of tea, then just you can bring snacks or food and just do what you normally do, and not do what you normally do in here in the chat and stuff. But yeah, we'll just see how it goes. I'm pretty keen for it. Oh, yeah, and same goes to banana split. When you say banana cream pie, I've had both, and banana cream pie is not too bad. But yeah, I used to love a banana split when I was little. You get a banana, you get a few nuts, normally some cream or possibly ice cream. It's normally cream though. Have some chocolate sauce, a few nuts on top, and yeah, that used to go down awesome. Oh, but yeah, I was gonna like start streaming more, but I feel like a couple of days a week is perfect, and also I might like I did create a Patreon. I don't really know exactly what I want to do with it because I was going to start putting up my videos early on Patreon. So if you pay for them, you get them like a few days earlier. But that kind of seems a little bit, I don't know, like I'd have to bulk do films and videos or whatever, spread them out. But yeah, I haven't fully set it up. But maybe I might do some Patreon only streams or something like that. So I am saying that I'm gonna do some like uncut with G and exclusive content, but maybe if people were keen to join Patreon, maybe I mean, you guys come up with ideas as well. If you have any ideas of type of content you might want to see exclusive to Patreon that is behind a paywall, if you have any ideas or stuff like that. But yeah, just yeah, maybe I might do every 2 weeks or something. I might do a a Patreon live stream or something like that, or maybe we'll do the Discord can be locked behind a Patreon. I know a lot of people are already in it, so you guys are going to stay, but you know, um, from now on, maybe we'll lock the Discord behind a Patreon. So if people do want to join, it's kind of obviously going to be people that actually want to support the channel. Yeah, maybe some exclusive content that's only on Patreon as well, maybe certain food reviews. Maybe if people as well are paying for Patreon, maybe you guys can request me to do certain reviews. So, like I'm doing reviews that you guys have requested or want to see, or even food challenges, like if you want me to eat some crazy nasty stuff, or if you want me to try and eat something really quickly. You set it up and host it, mate, and I'll be there. Too good to miss. Well, I appreciate you for sure, as you know, AJ, and yeah, I'm just trying to come up with some ideas of maybe some exclusive content, or just there will always be the free content. There will always be Funkin' Hungry, but it's like just trying to create some exclusive stuff. And as I said, I'm happy to do a lot of that for the regulars anyway, for the people that support and are regular on here anyway. But yeah, maybe have a few things locked behind like a paywall, and but also give people perks if they do pay. Like I know some people give free merch for people that pay for monthly, Patreon or whatever. So, like, maybe if you pay for a few a few months of Patreon, I'll give you like some free merch or whatever, send it out to you. But yeah, just throwing around some ideas because I was going to do that with my G the Hyper Sapien channel, but obviously, like, sort of Funkin' Hungry has got fairly big and a good following, so I might do it to that first, and then maybe do it for my hobby channel eventually because I will be pushing my hobby channel as well. It's just sort of like building a balance and trying to rotate and do all the channels. Yeah. So as I said, I kind of like that uncut with G idea. So you'll be getting some sort of like exclusive content, or maybe if you want me to really tell you my opinion on stuff without sort of, it's not, as I say, it's not that I hold back, but on YouTube, they do have sort of age restrictions, or they do have some rules and regulations that Patreon or Discord might not have. Like other platforms are a little less full on. Like with YouTube, a lot of times they don't want you to use, just for example, like they don't want you to use like proper songs and stuff that you can only use YouTube library songs or royalty free songs. Where on Discord, if we go into Discord and we do chats and stuff, we can play music. There's not as many rules on there. And I don't really know exactly when it comes to Patreon what we can do, but also it's locked behind a paywall. So, like, you have to pay to be able to see the content. So, therefore, the people that are only going to be paying are obviously going to be people that want to see the content. So, likely the haters that might be mentioned or whatever, I'm sure they're not going to be paying for that content anyway. But yeah, that's just a few ideas that I ran past everyone. But yeah, I made the section on the G Spot Discord. I made the Uncut with G as a invite only situation. So I have invited a lot of the regulars. But yeah, so we can chat, hang out, and yeah, you can get a little bit of exclusive or talk to me without worrying about who's going to see it. No, I said that everyone went quiet. Sorry, did I ruin the dessert conversation? Yeah, it's funny that we're speaking of desserts because some people should get their just desserts, right? But yeah, I'll be cool. I'll be chilled. Um, if anyone's seen half baked, okay, I'm not gonna do what everyone thinks I'm gonna do right now. I'm not gonna freak out, man. Uh, that film's great. Yeah, get back to the cake, says the cake expert. Like, I imagine you just cruising around and you've got, like, a medium-sized spoon, like I guess a dessert spoon, and you go up to all of the all of the top cakes, and you're like, "Yeah, let me just try this." Take a scoop, and you're like, put it in your mouth, and yeah, it's got a nice mouthfeel. It's a little bit airy. It's it's a little bit dense. It's creamy, sugary, but not too sugary. Yeah, it's just about right. Yeah, half baked is awesome. And then the other dude who says like who gets fired, he's like, "Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you. I'm out." Medium, medium. What, you're talking about like psychics or whatever? Like I don't know what's that bloke called? John something. He used to like, I'm getting someone coming through. It's someone in the audience, and he's probably picking out a paid actor, and it's like around about over here. Oh, me? Oh, yeah. Some old boy is saying that you're his daughter, and he misses you. Yeah, everyone's gone. Started talking about G Uncut and exclusive material, and everyone disappeared on me. Bloody hell. Just start calling you squeaky clean, Becky. I'm in the bath again, so I can't type. That's why I'm quiet. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you being here, dude. And yeah, obviously, people that are going to be a part of the exclusive stuff. If you do look on Discord, Cody, Becky, and AJ are all a part of it, as well as obviously some others. So yeah, if you do go onto my Discord now, there is a section uncut with G, which is invite only, and so far I've only got uncut with G, so people can chat and share stuff. And then I have the actual chat that we will all partake in at some stage. Yeah, everyone buggered off, eh? I was talking about paying for content, and everyone left. Everyone's like, "Nah, stuff that. It's bad enough having to playing that stuff for free." Yeah, that's it. I can imagine him sitting there just twiddling his toes, like, this is relaxing as. And then he's listening to me. He's listening to me talking stuff. Uh, but yeah, who am I to laugh if that's what he wants to do? Appreciate it. All right, guys. I might wrap it up, but wait in about 6 minutes. So it will be a 2.5 hour stream. So it will be basically I'll end at 10 o'clock my time. So a lot of you on different time zones, so it'll be a bit different. But yeah, about 6, 7 minutes or whatever, and I'll wrap it up. But yeah, I managed to go. Well, once I wrap it up, I'll 2.5 hours of talking cod bollocks by myself. Not too bad. Had a couple of beers, a little bit warm, but the beers definitely help chill out the uncut with G, chill out the hyper sapien. Yeah, hopefully as well you enjoyed the new streaming program, even though it probably doesn't make too much difference for everyone, but like it's set out a little bit different. This is a new background that I might use a little bit more regularly. I don't know. We'll see how we go. Yeah, it's either this background or, as I showed earlier, some of the other like animated backgrounds. But you know, as you know, I like to hear everyone's opinions, and some people wasn't very happy with how it was, which is fine. Hopefully I've like catered to everyone in a way, gave everyone what they wanted. Yeah, it was actually a really, I mean, I say this all the time, but it was actually a really great live stream. I loved engaging with everyone and having chats about ice cream and cake, and Dylan B was coming out with some fire desserts tonight. Yeah, obviously I'll stream again on Saturday. I might even do some other streams, but as I said, I feel like having a bit of a break is good in between. So, I obviously need to do other content and just all the rest of it in between. Yeah, the chat was awesome tonight, and I just, yeah, really enjoyed chatting to everyone. But I love it when it's just, these couple of hours just fly by when I'm just everyone's having a chat and I'm, just reading what people are saying and that sort of stuff. But yeah, I feel like I might start doing Wednesday, but on my hobby channel. But as I said, I might start doing exclusive live streams, or I'll find out. I might even do. Yeah, we'll work it out. That would be awesome, actually. I'll have to I'll have to speak to Patty Joe sometime and see if we can both come up with another one of those. Like we cook with a few ingredients and we come up with some. Yeah, so I definitely want to do more collabs and stuff like that in the future. So we'll see how we go. I've done a few collabs in the past, so maybe I'll work out some stuff. But yeah, as I said, I'm always happy to get some suggestions, which just AJ just gave me. And if you can come up with any ingredients, or like, both of you guys use these ingredients. If there's a food item to review, because I did do the day back ghost pepper pot noodle, and I collabed with, or I put out, I said anyone that wants to do it, but I ended up collabing with Foodie Trekker and Craig on YouTube. So it would be good to do some content like that in the future. Get a few content creators and get an item and just do some content. That's definitely, I'd love to do. Cooking with ham hocks. It's pretty interesting. But yeah, I'd love to do more, do content that people want to see, but I love that sort of content as well. Like I'll do my own video and then seeing what someone else does is really fun. It's kind of like, look, you want to kind of like almost have a bit of a rivalry, like be a bit competitive, but also once that being said, you kind of look forward to seeing what someone else does with the same stuff. But yeah, I'll have to reach out to Paddy Joe sometime, and yeah, I'd love to come up with some content for sure, especially that this year's winding up. We have all of next year to bring out content, so it'll be good to collab with Paddy Joe a few times next year, and obviously other food or content creators as well. So yeah, definitely up for ideas and up for that sort of stuff. Something better than those shitty dim sims. Yeah, pretty much. I don't mind dim sims. But yeah, that was kind of other people's ideas, and then we were going to do the prawn one that didn't go well. But I actually still want to and plan to do my prawn video, and I'll give Paddy Joe a shout out in my video because he did the same with me, like in his video. So yeah, I still have an idea of cooking with prawns. But yeah, like even if myself and Paddy Joe just do our own burgers, like just say like an onion, some mince, and like a bread roll, that can kind of be like the basic ingredients to see what we come up with, something like that. But they don't need to be that extravagant, but just like, even make a hot dog or whatever, like just it'll be awesome just to see the differences in what we do. Do you eat much seafood? I do. Well, not really much. It's not something I eat often, but I like most seafood. Not the biggest fan of like I like oysters. I'm not the biggest fan of mussels. Um, it's like I don't really like seafood with like pasta that much, but I do like seafood cooked in other ways. I'm not really one of those like I'll cook it in wine or cook it in the sauce. Like if it's that sort of stuff, I'm not the biggest fan of like fish curries and stuff like that. But prawns, for some reason, I prefer them in curries or sauces. Burger challenge sounds good. Get Clayton involved. I imagine that. See, I only eat seafood. I eat, or the only seafood Paul eats is fish. But yeah, even other content creators. I mean, hopefully, as the channel starts getting, I mean, I've always wanted to do a collaboration or a video like, with Greg's Kitchen, but I don't know if he would, want to collab because obviously he's got a huge following. I don't have much of a following, so he might not see it as, like, sort of what's the point of, working with a small YouTuber. But yeah, we'll see, and that's probably the same with Clayton as well, you know, if I reached out to them, they might not even see my comments because the amount of comments they're getting and stuff. But yeah, any content creator in the future. So yeah, you know, as the kids say, or the YouTubers say, watch this space and you know, see who I eventually work with. Yeah, there's lots of people that I'd like to do content with. Yeah, I'm very particular with seafood. Nothing too fishy, but when it's good, it's the best. Yeah. All right, everyone. Sorry, I'll love you and leave you all. Yeah, so we've gone over what I said. But yeah, you've definitely got the old cogs moving. I do want to do more collabs because I find them super fun. And obviously, I'd love to collab with people like Paddy Joe that you've seen me collab with and do videos, joint videos with. And as I said, Foodie Tracker and Craig on YouTube, I did some videos like with, where I say with, I did my own and they done their own, but we did the same food or whatever. But yeah, I'm always looking for new ideas and just new content, and just yeah, I'd love to do some videos with people in the future. Even 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 Roger and Robbo, I'd love to do a video with, like collab type video. So I'll have to have a talk with Roger and see if we can come up with ideas as well. You know, even if it's me reviewing a drink that they review, you know, just little things like that that everyone can look forward to. But anyway, I appreciate everyone being here. What an awesome chat. What an awesome bunch of people. Love the community vibe and the family vibes everyone has. And yeah, I'll speak to you all soon and I'll see you on Saturday. Okay, catch you in the next one. I'm not even going to finish that.